By all means, feel free to click whatever link you got to join me here. Come find me on YouTube, wherever you're gonna find me. I don't mind. While you're there, make sure you leave a follow. Make sure you're subscribed. Whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna force you to, because that wouldn't be prudent. Wouldn't be nice. Man, that's an old reference. Never mind. All right. Okay, I'm here, and it looks like I've got actually a pretty good connection tonight, so that's nice. So, hi folks, it's Mr. Excremento here, and I'm here to craft some mines and do all that fun stuff. So, it's nighttime right now, so you can't really see much, and I'm playing in peaceful mode because I like to do some mining without being bothered by crappy mobs that I don't want to fight right now. Because I'm still trying to get enough cobblestone to build this darn pyramid. And I'm going to be at it for a while, so I'm obsessed. I need to get this thing built. But anyway, I am just going to enjoy my nice Thursday night. It is officially my weekend now. I have finished my work. And now, I don't have to do anything computer related that I don't want to do until Monday. Hooray! So, hey, I remember that song that they're sampling from there. So, let's see. How's everything going with everybody out there in the great wide world? Having a good week so far? It's almost over for most of you guys. It's over for me already. Yeah, I'm going to keep rubbing that in. I think it's the same song also that Pitbull ripped off, or whatever that song was. I'm not going to hate. No, not going to be a hater tonight. Because you know what? If people like that music, that's fine by me. I don't care. I've gone beyond the years of caring about what anybody thought of me or anything that I watch, listen, or play. So, I just have to go, not my bag. Not a thing I really care about. So, anyway, let's see. Just still building up a whole bunch of cobblestone. Maybe I'll go on a fun little adventure tonight. Maybe we'll start heading in a different direction. I broke out the Elytra, or however you want to pronounce it. Elytra, or whatever the hell it's called. The wings. And I flew around with it a little bit last night on the stream that I did for the other channel that I have. That was good times. And flew around there for a little bit to the point where, like, my wings are now halfway broken down. And it's like, man, you would think that something that cool of an item that you had to go all the way to the end, one of the end villages to get, that you had to travel 1,000 blocks out of the way, and I had to make janky old bridges to get there. You would think it would have a little bit more durability. But I guess they're not interested in giving you something that's going to last a while. But what do I know? Let's see. I keep hoping that I'm going to get some more diamonds when I'm mining down the mine that I've got, but nothing so far. Okay, I think that's enough to fill up this shulker box. And after I do that, maybe we'll go on a quick little jaunt. Let's go on an adventure. No, not quite enough to fill it yet, but not bad. Alright, get that. Pick it up. Oh, now it's going to be daylight outside. Still proud of this thing. It's huge. Let's go over to my home and see if we can't find some diamonds real quick. I'd collect dirt, but I got plenty of it now. I didn't think I would land there. Oh well. Alright. Go into my mine. I guess I could come out just a little bit further and just land right there, but maybe I should make this a little bit wider so I have a landing pool, so I can just jump straight down and land. Let's go find us some diamonds, shall we? Will we find some? Who knows? Does it matter? No, it really doesn't. So I had fun talking last night about the story about how I nearly died when I first moved to Utah. And to make a long story short, it was really bad pneumonia, if you really want to know the details behind it. There's more to the story, but a lot of it's not appropriate for the kind of conversation I want to have here. So just take good care of yourself, and it sure does help if you have parents that believe you when you say that you're sick. Hey, Bicycle Leg, what's up, man? Oh, good. There's a spot that's not. And I said that too soon because now the dirt. What are the chances I can find diamonds quickly this evening? Hey, Jim Kitty, what's going on? Glad to have you along for the ride. I like having chats with all the people out there, so please keep it going, and I will check regularly because it's got to be a lot more interesting than what I'm doing right over here. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Minecraft's fun to play no matter what's going on, but I wouldn't dare to make you guys just sit here while I mine. You know, I'd like to at least give somebody some entertainment. So let's see, what can I talk about? Sure is fun to be an American right now, isn't it? Whatever your flavor of political persuasion may be, it's really interesting times, and it's funny to me that that's like I can't remember what country it's from, but it's a curse essentially. May you live in interesting times. And it's like I feel bad that I said earlier on in my life when I was talking with my dad one time, what filter do you got on there right now? Are you talking about the filter? Are you talking about the what the hell are they called? The skin? I guess you call it skin. It's let's see if I can look it up real quick. It is down here. I think it's Zigzag is the one I'm using. So oh yeah, resource pack. Yep, that's what I'm using. I'm using Zigzag, and I've got BD Craft UI updates too. So I was using Pure BD Craft, which is a kind of a cool one. It's a nice little texture pack, but I stopped using it. Actually, it says it's active, so maybe it's using it after all. But I like having the whenever I have the mobs spawning up, I like having them with faces. I mean, they have them, but like I don't know. Whenever I play this game, it's usually with my kids, and so actually I've been doing a lot more playing with you guys, with everybody else out there. So I guess I can't claim it's just me and my kids playing this anymore. It's mainly me playing it, and then they get to join in on the fun every once in a while. Hey, look, lava. Yay. That's not what I'm looking for. Nope, not at all. And that's just going to get worse. What I think was going to happen. You know, let's just go ahead and dig at 6. Let's just go ahead and make sure we find something that could easily kill everybody, okay? So forget going over here. Fill it up with some sand. How about that? There. Okay, don't come this way. All right. Let's go this way a little bit. Actually, let's just expand the space over here. And let's see. I like it. It looks cool. Yeah, it's a pretty good skin. I like that one. Resource pack, but hey man, whatever they call it. So how's everybody's Thursday/Friday doing? Bicycle Legs, I know it's Friday for you. You guys have a state election on Halloween, not nearly as high stakes as our election. Yep. And I'm not going to get into it being political about this stuff, but it's just like, man, if you are an American and you are of voting age, please go out and vote. That's all I ask. I don't care who for, just so long as you're taking part in the whole procedure of doing so. Use your citizenship. But let's see, it's Friday for you over there in Australia. It is Thursday night at 11 p.m. for me. And I am filling a niche right now of the people that are up as late as I am, that want some chill music and an old guy talking to him on YouTube or YouTube and whatever it is. Yeah, well, we need to have compulsory voting in our country, I think. They also need to make it a federal holiday. There's a lot of things that you could do to increase voter turnout in this country, but we're kind of a stick in the muds about everything. Like, literally everything. No, how dare you try to bring us into the 21st century. It's Friday, it's warm, and it's humid. Well, you guys are getting close to... It's fall here, so that must mean it's springtime where you guys are. So yeah, we're heading into winter, and I'm honestly really looking forward to it. It's been too hot this summer. God, I hate the heat. Yeah, for some weird reason, here in the United States, we vote on Tuesdays, and it's antiquated because it was based on, you know, how long it would take for somebody if they were to leave on a trip to go to a voting place within the place where they could vote, and they took the vote. Well, actually, no, sorry, it's not so much the people going to vote; it's the vote making its way into where it can be counted, kind of thing. The whole history behind it being on a Tuesday, which is weird. But I mean, I've already got my time set. I'm ready to go. The thing is, though, there's a lot of people talking about voter fraud and a lot of other stuff when it comes to ballots. Utah is a vote by mail state, surprisingly. So I haven't voted since I've been legal, and I don't know if I should. It doesn't count. The government fakes all the votes anyway. My parents always told me. Well, I mean, if people are entitled to their beliefs, but I choose not to believe that. I live in a very, very, very red state, so I mean, I could say a lot of the times that my vote wouldn't go towards anything. However, if it was something that, let's just put it this way, Jim Kitty, if your vote doesn't matter and it's all faked anyway, why do they spend so much money to get it? I mean, honestly, it is a billion-dollar industry to get people's votes. Now, the problem is with us in the United States is that there's a lot of people think that the presidential elections are the important thing. No. You have to vote during your state. I mean, so every 2 years there's an election, and you should honestly vote every time. It's not too much work, really. I mean, it sucks if you have a job that won't let you take off to go do it. But what affects people most of all isn't the stuff that's brought up during national platforms. I mean, what happens in the White House doesn't tend to trickle down onto the people in the local states. I mean, sure, there's some huge overarching things that can happen. You know, you have taxes that get levied onto people and stuff like that. But what's most important is that you vote for local representation. So, 22. Okay. But yeah, I mean, even if you don't want to vote president and you don't even want to talk about that whole rigmarole, I mean, it's part of the ballot, so it's not really that much harder. But the changes happen that you can affect happen on a local level. When you vote for local judges, you can see the judges that might line up with what you think about how we should change the legal system, you know, or what they're going to enforce or what their platforms are. When you have mayors that you're voting for, when you have city councilmen that you're voting for, these are all people you can go to, if you live in that town, you can go to their office and tell them what's on your mind. You know, hey, I don't like this intersection in town. It sucks. I think we should be spending our, city taxes. As I'm a taxpayer, I think we should be spending it on fixing blank, It's less so when you start getting into like House of Representatives, and it's even worse in the Senate. I have senators that I've written letters to that don't listen. They don't care because they're representing the majority of the people that voted them in the state, not the people like me that would be the minority in this state. So it's a bit frustrating sometimes, but I feel like with it being a representative democracy, you need to show up. You need to be somebody who says, yes, I picked this person, and now what are you going to do for me, kind of thing. But anyway, we're getting a bit heavy. I want to move on to something else. It's kind of interesting. They're playing Maria Takeuchi on this playlist. Love it. I'm not going to complain about it. Oh, it's because I'm listening to it on the wrong thing. Hang on. I noticed the music was too good. Let me go back to the music over here and turn that back on. I feel dumb. Okay, now it's playing. It's a bit quiet, but it'll come back in a second. Yeah, see, Bicycle Legs, your local counselor and had meetings with my state member. It's important to be actively involved in it. Bicycle Legs, you probably agree with me. Like, you don't vote for prime minister. You guys have a parliamentary system there. So whatever party you go for and whoever gets the majority gets to pick the prime minister. So, the president's really not going to be able to do a whole lot of anything unless I'm not a fan of the guy that's in there right now. I wasn't a fan of Obama either. I mean, I haven't felt like I've been represented in the federal government in the White House ever since I've been a voting age, and I'm 40. So, but that's not the important thing. It's the important thing is that, like I said, it's really important that you get to know the local electors. You get to know. You could talk to people, like we have state legislators that you can lobby to and talk to. For the most part, if they are part of a party that is a national party, you're probably not going to be able to get anything from them done without showing up with a whole bunch of other people in town that are going to want stuff changed as well. And that's because the national parties have their own platforms. They have the stuff they want to get done. They have the stuff they see that they want to get fixed up. To hell with the local people, Unless you happen to line up. So, yeah, I really like the other music. The only problem is, since it's playing on YouTube, it could possibly be unlicensed. I don't have a license to play it, so I don't want to violate TOS or get copyright stuff thrown in my face, because I absolutely love City Pop. But I'm a big fan of it. I listen to it all day. And that's what I had going on, is that I was listening to my playlist that I had set up on YouTube Music. And so as much as I want to keep playing that stuff, I have to play the stuff that's free and not copyrighted so that I can avoid getting in trouble with the man. So... And Zircon's a good artist. I think they did some music with Overclock Remix for a while, which doesn't surprise me. It sounds like a lot of chiptune video game music, so I'm good with it. What am I? Oh man, I've got a lot of stuff to. No diamonds yet, though. It's probably because I'm on the wrong level. I probably should go to level 12 to find some. If not level 42. See what I did there, Bicycle Legs. Yeah. Apparently the guy from level 42 and Jim Kitty, there was an 80s band called Level 42, and they did a song called There's Something About You. Really good track, but it's just one of those things where it's an old guy joke. And Bicycle Legs, apparently the lead singer, I don't remember his name, went off and started a pub out in the English countryside. And I was like, that'd be a fascinating trip to make, just to go there and have a pint with the guy. So Cole. That could be a good sign. So, yeah, see, I knew you'd know the name. Yeah, Mark King. Though I do like the fact that a lot of people of the current generation I was the very beginning of like the millennial time. So, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Anybody helps. It's great to meet new people, and it's great to have folks join in. So, you'll get a lot of conversations out of me. If not for anything, that's one thing that I like having is conversations with folks, and I tend to read chat as much as I possibly can, because who wants to watch a guy beating against the wall for like the next 30 minutes or so? But anyway, I was gonna say the current generation of people that are like in their 20s, like you, Jim Kitty, you guys have a very healthy respect for like the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that. I know it's like the cool thing to go back to, and I mean it was kind of the same way with my generation, because I'm the very tail end of the Gen X millennial split that happened there. So I consider myself a millennial because there's a lot of things that line up, but I'm also that weird generation where I had an analog childhood and a digital teenagehood. So it's kind of crazy. But like when it was in the 90s, there was a lot of people still listening to like 70s and 80s or 60s and 70s music. So I guess anything's possible. Let's see. That one's full, so I need to bring this one over. There we go. Don't need more redstone. There. Oh, no, that's full. And break that. Let's see. My son grew up with all my music, but now he introduces me to stuff, and it's great. Yeah. That's the thing that, I never want to be. I mean, my dad, as much as I may give him crap on here sometimes, he did a pretty good job of introducing me to a lot of varied music. Got nothing against what was listened to in the house. He listened to a lot of 80s stuff, a lot of, like I said on another show there, Bicycle Legs, I listened to Devo pretty much throughout my childhood. So why can't I swap out sand? That is really weird. Why is it doing that? Huh. But anyway, he kind of stopped listening to like anything new. And so if he did find something, he would like just fixate on like one thing, like a band that he found. Like I introduced him to Coheed and Cambria, my favorite band. And he started listening to it, and he would start talking about it a little bit, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Have you tried this group? Oh, no, that's not my kind of music. Like, how do you know until you try? You know, it's just one of those things. Like, even as when your parents try to instill to you as a kid, try new stuff, you may like it. There's a lot of things that you have to get older folk to do sometimes, too, where you're like, no, come on, give it a try. Maybe you'll like it. Like right now, my wife, she's not much of a video gamer. She grew up with it, so I don't know why she's not, but I guess maybe too busy being a parent. See, I can't move that sand. That is the weirdest thing. But even if I told her about streaming, she wouldn't understand that. She would be like, why are people wanting to watch you play video games? I'm like, it's not just the video games. It's the conversations. It's the other things that happen while you're doing that. It's having a shared experience with somebody. But, I mean, try new things, right? Here I am, 40 years old, and I'm just starting doing Twitch, so, yeah. Let's see. Looks like Arduin's joined us, so... How's Netherlands today? Not sure yet. Haven't left my bedroom yet. I mean, you ain't wrong. Did I run out? Man, I ran out of dirt already. Wild. So I was watching earlier tonight. I shouldn't say I was watching. The family was watching, and I just happened to come upstairs when they were watching this. They were watching a movie called Free Solo. And I'm like, oh, is he still stuck in carbonite? Yeah, old man joke. No, he's It was a movie about a guy that was going to climb El Capitan in California by himself with no rope. And it's like him chronicling getting ready to do such a thing, and then him actually doing it on the camera. See, like, I can't move this hand. That is really stupid. I'd have to go like this. There we go. How about that? So he was doing that whole thing, and he did it. I mean, I don't want to spoil it really for anybody. He does end up finishing out. But you are sitting there, like, biting your nails, watching this guy do something that's just absolutely insane. To most people, I would say. There's some folks that may be something they've always wanted to do. Cool. I'm not going to stand in your way. It just seems interesting to me that, I don't know, I couldn't do it. I mean, but I've said that to myself a bunch of times when it comes to learning how to run, learning how to weightlift, that kind of thing. Oh, I can't do that. No, man, everybody gets to a point where they suck at something and they just get better at it. It's kind of like most things in life. Everybody starts off being kind of sucky at it, and then you just kind of progress. Anyway, what are you guys talking about? My parents didn't listen to rock music. My mother liked orchestra music, and my dad liked big band and Dixieland jazz. There's some good stuff there, too. I mean, I'm sure I don't have to tell you. There's always good music no matter where you're looking, so... It's just a shame sometimes that people won't give things a try, you know? I mean, I have no illusions in my mind that my parents are ever going to be the kind that want to go with me to, like, a metal concert or anything like that. But the funny thing is, like, even my dad would probably enjoy some of the music because... I mean, he grew up with groups like Deep Purple and Black Sabbath, and that was metal music. So, I mean, if I introduced him to Ghost, maybe he'd like that. But I guess it's a convenient way. It's just me copying out of it and being like, it's too much work. I don't want to worry about that. Okay, we got lots of cobblestone. I'm going to go build some more pyramid. You guys like my doors that I have there, the birch doors. It's probably the tackiest thing in that whole basement there. Alright. Back over to the pyramid. What will I do when I finish up with that? I did find the Woodland Manor, and I have a tunnel that I was digging to that, so I've got a way to get there through the Nether. Doing a little bit of exploring in my free time. But there's not really anything I really want to get there. I don't know if that makes sense. I need to find some more games to play. I'm playing Minecraft a lot, and I know a lot of people like Minecraft. But starting... Well, actually, I don't have to worry about that because coming in October is Spooktober, and I'm going to be playing some spooky games, and I don't like that. But I need to get out of my comfort zone. I need to try new things. See what I'm talking about there? You try new things. And then we'll see how that goes. And maybe I'll make it a yearly thing. I do know that on the other channel I need to get started trying to find somebody to watch the Star Wars Holiday Special with me this year. So that'll be fun. So as I've been learning more about how Minecraft is set up, there's people out there that are like hunting down certain world seeds. Seed is the numerical value they give to a different kind of permutation of how the world's created. And so they've been going out and they've been finding pictures that they use to promote the game or they're parts of the game. Yeah, it is terrible, guys. It's a really terrible show. And we've watched it on the other channel, I think 2 years now, and so we need to make it like a third year in a row. Yeah, right. It's hard sometimes to do things consecutively. But anyway, how this game was created, and they were going through and they're finding all these maps pictures, using the pictures that they have of what the world has created. They go out there and they find the world seed and they do it like through really ingenious ways. Like this cloud layer is just essentially one giant image that goes the same direction no matter what, and it repeats itself. Didn't know that before. I'm like, are they procedurally generated clouds? And nope, it turns out you just have one giant image and have it pan over. It's a lot less processing power than having to randomly create clouds. So, but anyway, what was I gonna say? So they can find out like where people are in a certain world by what the clouds are. And so they're looking like, how do you narrow down enough to be able to find this specific image that they're looking for in this whole world? And they do it by that gives them position for wherever their character is. And then you have other like items in the background that they use to help figure it out as well. So it's really interesting. These people just trying to hunt for the chance to get one picture, you know, the background. Where did that background of that picture come from? What world did that come from? So I'm sorry, it's really nerdy, but I love people that get passionate about stuff like that. So it's cool to me to see people that like something so much that they're willing to work that hard and put that much lean time into. But boy, will I be glad when I'm done building this thing. I think I might put a beacon in it when I'm finished, though. I should do a UO screening of Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. See, and I would like to do something like that, Bicycle Legs. The problem is, that is a copyrighted movie that I'm sure that Kirk Cameron would get really mad that if I put it out there on YouTube for everybody, even if I did like the MST3K thing where we're just kind of hanging out over the top of it. But the reason I can get away with it with the Star Wars Holiday Special is that nobody wants to claim ownership of that piece of crap. So and the thing is, like, after being forced to watch it so many times, I watch it myself. What am I talking about? It kind of grows on you after a little while. Like the B. Arthur segment's actually pretty good. I like the music on that one. There's some segments where Harvey Korman is just terrible. It like how did this get written? And according to I'm trying to think what the guy's name was. Dang it! I used to know all the Hollywood players' names, and I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, he talked about, like, how did this get written? How did you write this thing? And he's like, to be honest with you, it was a lot of drugs. It was the 70s, and they gave us buckets of money. So, oh man, sorry, got an itch. Just be glad to get down to a normal level. I mean, I've still got quite a while to go here. And I'm gonna have to do something different in a second. Holding the shift key with your pinky the whole time, it starts to hurt after a while. I'm getting old, man. It's not fun. Maybe I should pack it in and let's go for a little adventure, see what we could find. Got plenty of food, got plenty of tools to keep me safe. Could be fun. Let me finish this last couple of blocks and then we'll go see what we can see. Though I gotta remember to come back in time for dinner. No, just kidding. No, whatever, dummy. Yeah, the Boba Fett cartoon is actually really well done. I mean, to imagine being a kid and loving Star Wars so much, and you were excited for what would come next, and you get like your issues of Starlog magazine, and they'd be talking about, here's new characters that we've seen from casting for this new movie coming out. Look at this guy, and you're like, he's Boba Fett, and he's a real badass, and you finally get to see the holiday special and you're like, whoa, that's a cool character, man. I can't wait to see what he does in the movie. And he's barely in it. Arduin says, I guess I'm finally awake now. How's life? Life is still going. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to be all negative about stuff. Though I got to see if you guys have been... I don't know if anybody here has HBO Now. But I am looking to talk to somebody about watching their new series, Raised by Wolves. Really interesting show. So, originally like a Ridley Scott production. I mean, he had a lot to do with it, but it's being directed by other people now. But it's pretty darn good so far. I'm enjoying it at least. It's got the guy from the Viking show. Along with a cast of other people that I've never seen anything else before. I saw something over here. I'm gonna go investigate what that was. Ow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go. Yeah. Oh, so I guess somebody did put a lantern, light in here. Let's go see what's this way. Played D&D last night, but I got the feeling it might be one of the last times in the coming few months with the way things are going. You guys getting close to going back on lockdown again? I'll say, of course you are, because nobody can do the thing that they need to do. Everybody's too damn selfish. And I was going to make a post earlier today on Twitter about something like that, where I was going to say, you know how I can tell people are having a real hard time with the whole COVID thing and staying away from other folks and trying to do the way you're supposed to do things? Now I know it was going to, and how we all should have known it was going to be a problem. People not picking up after their dogs. If people don't have the common decency to clean up their dog's poop, what makes you think that they're going to give a crap about wearing a mask around you? And I'm sorry for anybody that might be watching this and they're going to say, ugh, they're talking about wearing a mask. Ugh, it's not a political statement, guys. It is an effective way of keeping infection from other people. So suck it up, put on a mask. Look at that, this is pretty. I bet you it's lava. Yep. I don't really have anything I could huck in there. I could throw some birch leaves. And I didn't even make that happen. Oh well. Thought I saw a village there for a second. Yeah. So, because I do... One day I do biking, the other day I do running, biking, running. Depending on how many days I have open for the weekend. Or for the week. Until the weekend gets there. Because sometimes it's a bit harder to get time away when kids are not in school. But anyway, I was out for a run earlier today. And like every 3 or 4 feet, I'm not kidding you, like every 3 or 4 feet there was like another lump on the sidewalk. And I just questioned myself. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? And I know it has to be from the people walking dogs. It's just not random feces just laying on the sidewalk. And I get it. Sometimes a dog poops in someone else's yard. You don't like that neighbor, and you're like, yeah, well, too bad for them, you know. But it's not quite this. I guess apparently I've been out this way before. Look, there's freaking lanterns over here. That's there by accident, so apparently I put that there one time because that's one of my arrows on the ground. All right, Bicycle Legs, have a good one. Yeah, see, I can keep going that way and I can reach where I need to be. But nope, we're going to go the other direction. So it's young people now, man. At my work, students just don't keep their distance. They're standing in a circle, shoulder to shoulder, smoking their cigarettes. You know what? And I'm not gonna. You can't blame just the youth. the messaging behind this thing originally has been screwed up the entire time. But that has to do with a lack of leadership and putting out a consistent message that you have out there. Do I think that they could have contained this as much as they did with the H1N1? No. I mean, nobody knew this was going to get to the way it is right now. But I think even if they took strict measures into it, it would still be just about as bad as it is. Not 200,000 people dead, but, enough. It would be very disheartening to have more people gone. But anyway, I don't want to talk about COVID. Everybody talks about COVID so much. Let's talk about something fun. Let me think about something real quick. So I got the computer that I've got here. Thanks to all my patrons out there. Yeah, thank you. Really good computer, but I've been having problems with Bluetooth when I got it. And I'm like, how is this a brand new PC, brand new motherboard and everything, and the Wi-Fi isn't very good? Oh, look, I found a town. Nice. I've been looking for a town. How come the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth are all jacked up? How come it doesn't quite work so well? Well, apparently you're supposed to install the antenna on the back of it to make it actually work better. So stupid me didn't even think of doing that, and I did that today, and now pardon me, I knew something was coming. Let's see, let me ring a bell. Bing. Where is everybody? Nobody? No, that's rude. Well, I'm glad I found a village. I've been looking for one for quite a while, so that's good. Somebody created an article saying I won't participate anymore. Ah, man, hang on one sec. I gotta get tissue. Okay, that's better. I wanted to spare you the gory details and having to watch me do that. So, okay, we're back. So, yay, I found a village. I've been wanting to find a village.